This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Alternator replacement. Pull the hood release lever located underneath the steering column. Lift the hood safety latch. Raise the hood and support it with the prop rod. Loosen the cable nut from the negative battery terminal, then disconnect the negative battery cable. Position the cable aside to prevent accidental reconnection. To remove the alternator belt, loosen the alternator adjuster locking bolt. Loosen the alternator upper pivot mounting bolt. Turn the alternator tensioner bolt counterclockwise several turns. Pull down on the alternator until there is slack in the drive belt. Remove the alternator belt. To remove the air conditioning compressor belt, loosen the air conditioning tensioner pulley lock nut. Turn the AC tensioner bolt counterclockwise to loosen the belt tension. Remove the AC belt from the pulleys. To remove the water pump and power steering pump belt, loosen the power steering water pump belt tensioner pulley lock nut. Turn the tensioner bolt counterclockwise to loosen the belt tension. Remove the power steering water pump belt. Apply the parking brake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Then raise the front of the car and support it on jack stands. If equipped, remove the lower engine splash shield and the side splash shield that may interfere with gaining access to the alternator. Working from the underside of the vehicle, disconnect the ground cable, alternator positive output cable, and alternator electrical connector. If necessary, disconnect the oil pressure sensor electrical connector next to the alternator. Remove the alternator upper mounting bolt on the backside. Remove the alternator tensioner bolt. Remove the alternator front side upper mounting bolt. Gently pry the alternator out of the bracket and guide the alternator out of the engine. Guide the alternator into the engine and onto the bracket. Install the upper mounting bolt and lower tensioner bolt on the front side. Install the upper mounting bolt on the back side and tighten the bolt securely. Connect the electrical connections to their noted locations on the alternator. Lower the car to the ground. Remove the rear tire chocks. Drive belt installation. Before installing the belts, check that all the pulleys and their grooves are in satisfactory condition. Use a small pick to remove any debris that may be lodged between the grooves if necessary. Install the new alternator belt, fitting it evenly into pulley grooves. Make sure you route the belt under the timing marker. You can't see it from the bottom side. You'll have to feel for it and make sure the belt is under the timing marker. Tighten the alternator adjustment bolt until the correct belt tension is reached. A good check for belt tension is to measure the distance between pulleys to determine the amount of deflection. By knowing the distance between pulleys, the actual deflection can be calculated. This method also applies to the remaining belts. Tighten the adjuster locking bolt. Tighten the alternator pivot bolt. Install the power steering and water pump belt evenly into the pulley grooves. Turn the tensioner bolt clockwise until the correct belt tension has been reached. Tighten the tensioner lock nut on the pulley. Install the air conditioner belt evenly into the pulley grooves. Tighten the AC belt tensioner bolt until the correct belt tension has been reached. Tighten the tensioner lock nut on the AC pulley. Here is the drive belt routing for this 3.3-liter V6 model. Checking the correct belt tension. The tension of each belt is checked by pushing on it at a distance halfway between the pulleys. Apply about 10 pounds of force with your thumb and see how much the belt moves down or deflects. Measure the deflection with a ruler. The belt should deflect about a 1/4 inch if the distance between pulleys is between 7 to 11 inches and around a 1/2 inch if the distance is between 12 to 16 inches. Connect the negative battery cable to the battery terminal and tighten the cable nut securely.